This is the Sacramento River. I am in Redding, California, which is in the northern third of the state. Of course, you know this river winds its way down to the city of Sacramento and goes through there. But here in Redding, the river runs next to the city, and this bridge is called the Sundial Bridge. Beautiful, isn't it? It was built, I want to say 20 years ago, but it's become the iconic symbol of the city of Redding. And yes, it is a sundial, one of the biggest in the world. Yeah, they have all kinds of really awesome stuff over here. Check out that dragon. Bridges are often some of the most interesting structures built, aren't they? This is no exception. The Sundial Bridge, art you can walk on. A unique landscape deserves a unique bridge. The bridge took 11 years to complete. Opened on July 4, 2004. Cost $24 million. 720 feet long, 23 feet wide. 2,245 glass panels in the deck. Lit by 219 lights. Bridge weighs 1,600 tons, the same as 400 elephants. It is the first steel inclined pylon cable-stayed bridge in the United States. It can hold the weight of 6,000 people, but it's impossible to fit that many people on it at once. Yeah, so there it is right there. It is a beauty. I am at Redding City Hall. This is beautiful, isn't it? Now, I'm going to visit 4 towns today. All of them in that rarest of California areas, that being Republican areas. I'm not going to talk politics or anything like that. Make sure you understand it. I just simply wanted to show what a red area of California looks like because, well, as we all well know, California is very liberal. So I'm curious, what does a red area of California look like? So that's what I'm going to show you in this video. Welcome to the historic heart of downtown Redding. Well, thank you. It looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I thought Redding was pretty small. I looked at it on the map, and you know how you see how thick the text is in relation to a city size. And I looked at it on the map, and I thought, probably 30,000 people there. No. 96,000 people here, and it's growing pretty rapidly. It will clear 100,000 for the decades up. A lot bigger city than I thought it would be. Let's see, it's a cool building here. But anyway, median age is 40, so that's just a year older than the US. Median age of 39. And 51% of the town is female, 49% male. So that's pretty normal. So anyway, look at this. Beautiful old building. Built in 1888. Looks like there was glass up there at the top and they covered it up. I wonder why. The town is 77% white, 11% Hispanic, 3% Asian, 1% black, 1% Native American, The last 7% is mixed race. Median household income, $68,000 a year. That's a little over $1,300 a week. So that's pretty decent income, even for expensive California. Poverty, it's low. 13.3% overall. School-age children, 14%. Folks 65 and older, 10%. Those numbers are all lower than the United States rate. Redding is the county seat for Shasta County. This is the county courthouse. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of vanilla, isn't it? Here's what the original building looked like. It's definitely about function over form. That said, you can have both and it work. Now this is more like it. The Redding, California Post Office, built in 1936. This is New Deal architecture. It also focused more on function as opposed to form, but they still managed to make these buildings look really interesting. This was built in 1901 as the Lorenz Hotel. Today it is for senior citizens. They live in it now. Those pretty Bradford pears blooming nicely. I was reading that they are considered pests and invasive. That is to say, Bradford pears. No, I didn't know that. I can see it. I had a couple Bradford pears in my yard when I had a house. And every spring there would be dozens of new ones trying to come up in the yard. You can see tons of Bradford pears here. It's lining the street. Yuba Street, if I remember correctly. So where did Redding get its name? The city is named after Benjamin Redding. In 1872, he negotiated the development of the railroad into town. He went on to become the mayor of Sacramento, and then after that, the Secretary of State for California. Well, let's see, how about some more numbers? Cost of living, it's a 120 here, so that's 20% higher than the U.S. That's 20% lower than the state of California, though, overall. The state of California is 140. The highest number is housing, 39% higher than the rest of the U.S. Median home value of this town is $331,100. So houses are pretty pricey. Top employers, well, here's the list. You can see it's healthcare, government administration, that kind of thing for the most part. Here's the Cascade Theater, built in 1935. This is Art Deco. Yeah, look at the lines. You can see it. It is still in operation. Looks like they do mostly live performances, musicals, that kind of thing. It's a beauty. Wow, look at all this nice detail, the tile. Yeah. And these doors, I love that. Well, let's see, we better talk about crime. Like a lot of the bigger cities that I'm seeing on this trip in California, crime is an issue. Overall crime here, 43 incidents per 1,000 people. That is nearly twice higher than the U.S. crime rate of 23 per 1,000. Now this is Jack's Grill, an institution in this city. The building was built in 1935, but it became Jack's Grill, the restaurant, in 1938, and it has been operating as such ever since 1938. So let's see, let me do my math. Let's see, 40 to 2000, that's 60 plus 2, 62 plus 24, 62, 72, 82, 86 years this has been open as a restaurant. Look at this building. Anyway, is my math right? Never my best subject. I'm thinking that Nicole and I, we're going to have dinner here tonight. I mean, we've got to, right? Yeah, my math was right. 86 years. Thank you. All right, Jack's Grill. So we're going to come here tonight, and we'll show you what the food looks like. Well, I am about 2 blocks out of downtown. Let's check out some houses here near the city center. Looking pretty awesome, huh? I like these hills. There's some interesting looking homes here. Wow, look at that. Now, these all are pretty good sized. Look at this one. Woo! What a house. Well, it says it's the Seltzer Mansion, built 1892. I am in the town of Mount Shasta City. There is the namesake, Mount Shasta, there in the background. Well, you can't miss that mountain. You see it from miles away. It's over 14,000 feet high. It is some kind of natural feature, let's put it that way. I really like this building that the police department's in. That's pretty freaking awesome, isn't it? Well, this is a mountain town. It's a little bit cool here. It's beautiful, though. Let's see. Here's some of the numbers of the town. There's 3,200 people here, so it's pretty small. Median age is 54. It is definitely an older town compared to the U.S. median at 39. Gender breakdown 50-50. Oh, pretty normal there. Let me see if I can get out here and show you some of these awesome buildings that are here downtown. Most of this downtown is on a national register, by the way. Let's see, 86% of the town is white, 5% Hispanic, 2% Asian, 3% Pacific Islander, last 4% mixed. Median household income is $56,000 a year. So that's almost $1,100 a week. So some pretty good income here in the town. Look at this old Ace Hardware. Yeah. That is a blast from the past. It's phenomenal. Oh, they got some cool clocks here. 2 different clocks. Or is, this actually says the temperature, so it's right at 40. degrees Fahrenheit. And then there's a clock across the street. How cool is that, huh? The town was founded during the California Gold Rush, but then after that, logging became the principal industry, and then tourism. People came from all over the country to hike that mountain right there and try to climb it. And that continues to this day. Tourism is the biggest industry here. People come from far and wide to see that mountain, and it is impressive. Veterans Club. Man, I love that sign. I wonder if that neon still works. What a great old building. Isn't that something? And right next door, another awesome building. Looks like it might be a bar now, but I love that up there at top. It's a little deck up there. That is too cool. Well, let's see. More numbers. Poverty, it's low, 11.2% overall. School-aged children, it's only 6%. Folks 65 and older, it's 12%. All those numbers are well below the U.S. poverty rates. Cost of living, a little high, like all of California. A 112, so it's 12% higher. Housing is 37% higher. Transportation is 22% higher. So I guess your car payments and insurance is more. Median home value is $350,500. Well, let's see, just one street off downtown. I've got some houses here. Let's take a look, huh? As I do that, I'll tell you the crime rate. It's low here. Latest numbers, 14 incidents per 1,000 people. So that's well below the U.S. Overall crime rate of 23 per 1,000. This looks like it might be a bed and breakfast. Dream Inn. Look at this place next door. That's stucco. These two houses couldn't look any more different. And that is what's awesome, in my opinion. Well, not huge houses, but look at the grounds. Look at your yard. They got lots of lots of space. Oh, look, guys. Cat sighting. Yeah, I'm looking at you, buddy. Everybody is looking at you. That's pretty. A pretty one, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Really pretty here, isn't it? Boy, I bet they get some snow. Woo! I don't know if I'd want to drive around this place in the winter. But you know, they're used to it here. And they've got cars that are conditioned for it, I'm sure. I did grow up in Utah, so I know what it's like. I am in Weed, California. No, the town's not named after the Mary Jane. It's actually named after a person. One of the town's founders. What in the hell is this? Wow. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we get closer. There we go. That was interesting. Anyway, named after one of the town's founders, his name was Abner Weed. That is some kind of name, isn't it? Abner Weed. That looks like it used to be a theater, doesn't it? It doesn't look like it's operating as such anymore. I got some very old buildings here. Well, about the town, median age is 44, but before I do that, I better tell you the population. 2,845 people. Now, the age is 44, so that's older than the 39. Look at this. Soloway and Son grocery store, built 1914. Look at that. Huh. That is awesome. Okay, back at it. The town is 52% male, 48% female. And by the way, there's Mount Shasta. What a backdrop, huh? Here's the ethnic breakdown. 62% white, 18% Hispanic, 8% black, 5% Asian, 2% Native American, and last 5% mixed race. Huh. If that place was open, I would go in there, but it's not. Let's see, median household income, $35,641 a year. That is much lower than the past two towns, isn't it? They're not making as much money here. That's $685 a week. Poverty's pretty high, 34.7% overall. School-age children, it is 35%. Folks 65 and older, it is 32%. So those are all twice higher than the U.S. poverty rate. Oh, there's another cat. Well, having a good cat day. I don't know if you can see him. He's looking at me now. All right, let's see. Cost of living. Well, incomes are lower, but the cost of living is lower too. It's below 100. That's not something you see often in California. 97. 3% lower than the U.S. as a whole. Housing is 17% lower. Here's the median home value, $199,000. That's almost affordable, you know, for California anyway. Crime's a bit high, 29 incidents per 1,000 people, which of course compares to the U.S. crime rate of 23. It's a little higher. An interesting thing about this town is where they get their water. Not from your conventional source. They get their water from a spring. Bogan. I think it's Bogan spring. Yeah, they just have a pipe that goes out to this spring. And when you turn on your faucet, you're getting spring water directly from the source. I bet it's amazing water. Looks like a lumberjack, doesn't it? Well, appropriate. This town was a big lumber production center at one time. Black Butte Saloon and Brothel, built by Ed DeBon and Georgia Clark in 1917. How about that? But this was an interesting place back in the day. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. St. Francis of Assisi. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Weed Mercantile Mall. It doesn't appear to be open. Well, I'm just a block off the main street. Yeah, these are interesting houses, aren't they? Yeah, kind of a lot going on, a couple of them. And there is Mount Shasta. Well, guys, I am in Yreka. Head into downtown. See what we can find. It's looking kind of awesome already, though. Yeah, I'm gonna park the car and we'll walk around. Well, I'm liking this downtown already. And look what they have here. So you can tie your horse up too if you want. Yeah. Well, let's take a look-see down here, shall we? And I'll tell you about the town of Yreka. You're wondering about that name, I bet, already. Well, supposedly it's a Native American word from the Shasta language. That means White Mountain. And of course, that's referencing Mount Shasta. But, hold on. Mark Twain says, no, that's not where the name came from. Mark Twain spent some time here. And he says that there was a bakery here that had bakery painted on it on like a piece of cloth that was see-through, and they hung up the sign backwards, so you're seeing the word bakery backwards, and it was missing the B. They hadn't painted it yet. And if you look at the word Yreka, it is bakery backwards without the B. Which one is accurate? We may never know. Some folks up there welcoming us to the Franco-American Hotel. I like that. Well, I'm having to get a closer look at this hotel. It's got all kinds of cool little oddities here. Look here in the window. Can you see that? I got Ronald McDonald. I'm not sure why. There he is. Huh. Now, Franco-American Hotel building, from a narrow two-story brick house in the 1850s to an expansive hotel with a 167-foot frontage. The Franco-American Hotel became one of the largest and finest inns in Northern California. Started by Frenchman Leon Marniesse in 1855. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. Hotel housed a restaurant, Wells Fargo and Company Express office, saloon, and other businesses. I bet one of them was a brothel, and was a well-known stage stop. Pretty awesome, huh? They got all these interesting things in the windows. Mickey Mouse. It's an odd-looking Mickey Mouse if it is. And the rabbit down here. Oh wow, there's all kinds of stuff in there. This looks like a museum, but it's not open. Otherwise, I would take a look. Huh. Well, the median age of this town is 36, so it's younger than the U.S. It's 39. 51% male, 49% female. That's pretty normal. See, I want this hardware sign. Yeah. That would look really good in my future man cave. That is totally awesome. Let's see if it's better light on the other side. Yeah. Oh, here we go. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, who else wants that? I'd put some neon in it, or on it too. That would really make it incredibly awesome. There is a store here, but it doesn't look open either. It appears to be closed. There's still inventory in there. It's the middle of the week. I mean, there's no reason for it to be closed now, but it is. Well, back to the numbers. This town is 72% white, 17% Hispanic, 3% Native American, 2% black. Last 6% is mixed race. There's just all kinds of cool stuff in the windows in this town. All right. Very eclectic gathering or collection. Whoa, look inside this one. There's a merry-go-round in there. And a clown. I bet that's fun. So much stuff here. Well, let's see. Median household income is $46,387 a year. That comes out to $892 a week. Poverty, pretty high, 21% overall. School-age children, 35%. That's kind of high, or actually a lot high. Folks 65 and older, it's 11%. That's actually low. Cost of living, well, it's a 100. Here's the index. Exactly like the U.S. Housing is a 93, so it's 7% lower. Utilities are 96. That's 4% lower. So what's a house going to cost you? Median home value here is $209,100. That's pretty reasonable for California. Now, there are some people who live here that want this part of California, that is to say, Northern California and Southern Oregon, to secede and create their own state. And they want to call it the new state of Jefferson. There's a sign for it right there, flapping in the wind. Join the state of Jefferson. Yeah, there you go. Can you read that? That secession talk continues to this day. Well, that's pretty interesting. Man. Looks like maybe homeless were sleeping here. Now, let's see what else I can find. So this building, well, it used to be the police department. I see signs that say danger asbestos. So it is closed up. You see the word library up top. This used to be a Carnegie Library. Yeah. Why is that not being kept in pristine condition and kept as a library? Somebody explain it to me. Carnegie libraries are treasures and should be treated as such. Well, on the subject of police, we got to talk about crime because it is a problem here. The overall crime rate is 62 incidents per 1,000 people. That is nearly triple the U.S. overall crime rate. Particularly bad is the violent crime rate. It's 15 incidents per 1,000 people. If you scale that up to 100K, it is, well, it would be one of the top 20 highest in the United States. That puts it up there with St. Louis, Milwaukee, Oakland. Yeah, I love that old Coke sign. Anyway, yeah, here's the list. You can see where Yreka would place, you know, if it was a bigger city. Yeah, it is bad here. Well, this is the first street that you see pulling out of downtown. It's really nice. Look at all these trees. The neighborhood's pretty, isn't it? Look at these tall trees. Yeah, this is pretty nice here. I want to get a shot of this squirrel. He looks a lot different than the squirrels in Texas. Look at that tail. And he's running away now. The tail is almost as big as him. Actually quite beautiful. I had read that there was a huge homeless encampment up in the hills here in Yreka. It appears that I have found it. And it is a big one. Yeah, this is like a whole community of homeless people. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. And it is massive. All right, I just paid parking as promised. Huh?
Did you figure it out finally?
I figured it out. As promised, we're going to have dinner here at Jack's Grill. Choice steaks. Oh, here we go. It's real good. The place is very moody inside. Lots of candlelight.
Yes, it's mood lighting.
Yeah? All right. We ordered a couple of steaks. They come with salad. So she's brought the salad to us.
And I have my pepper prepared.
Yeah. You know, there's a bowl if we want more. That looks good.
I'm trying
We'll
to
see if
decide what's in it. What kind of, is it peppers?
there's not a lot on the salad,
Is that
that's for
peppers?
sure.
Oh, it looks good. That's what peppers are.
Oh, there is? Okay. Well, all right. Let's see if they're
That's
good.
interesting salad.
I'm having a New York strip, cooked medium rare. a baked potato. Their baked potatoes, they only have sour cream and butter. No bacon or cheese or anything like that. And then it comes with garlic bread. And you're having...
I'm having a sirloin medium rare with the baked potato, and I ordered some scallops. I didn't know they were going to be fried, so this is going to be interesting. I've never had fried scallops before. I just wanted them like grilled, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a little iffy on that, but my steak looks great, and so does my baked potato.
Smells really good. Okay, well,
Dig in.
let's see if it's any good. Well, guys, here's the verdict. My steak is fantastic, and it should be because that's the star on the menu here. The baked potato's pretty good. I mean, I would like some cheese and bacon, I'm not going to lie, but it's pretty good. Garlic bread's good. Nicole, your scallops are fried, and Nicole doesn't eat fried food. It didn't say in the menu they were fried.
I didn't see it. Maybe I missed it, but I didn't know they were going to be fried. So I have to say they're not my favorite thing. But my steak and my baked potato are amazing. The steak is cooked perfectly, medium rare, and they got like a nice sear on top. And it's nice and juicy and tender. And the baked potato is good too. It's nice and soft. You know, sometimes you can get those hard baked potatoes. It's not. It's nice and soft. And yeah, my main meal is amazing. It's just fried scallops. I never even heard of that. But,
well, that's the way you normally eat baked potatoes anyway. You don't put a bunch of stuff on them like I do.
No, I don't. I only put sour cream on my baked potatoes,
Yeah.
so I'm happy with my baked potato.
Right. And these scallops, so we're just going to take them with us, and we're going to peel the breading off and pan fry them at our next tomorrow night.
I don't want to waste them completely. They weren't cheap.
Yeah, the breading comes right off. So our tomorrow night, we're staying at a place with a full kitchen. Yeah, so you can just pan fry them with some Cajun seasoning.
Yeah, that's
and they'll
what
be
I'm
good.
gonna do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, everything's good.
This part is yummy.
All right, guys, here's the tab.
Handwritten.
You know
That's
this.
kind of funny.
Yeah, you know this place is old school, and they're handwriting the tab out. 148.92.
And of course, I get to pay.
Yeah.
I pay for everything.
Yeah, Nicole paid the woman. All right.
I pay for everything.
Yeah, that's your job. Jack's does not have dessert, so we're here at Wendy's. We're going to have Frosties.
Frosties.
Yeah, Frosties for dessert.
Frosty for me.
Yay, chocolate Frosty. It's going to be a delicious dessert.
Yummy. Yeah, this is better than any restaurant dessert. Frosties.
Yeah, and cheaper.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, that's it for this video. Up next, we are going to Oregon. Oregon, look out, here we come. So we'll see you guys there.